Business Day Sector Watch, we bring you insights into the emerging sectors of the Nigerian economy. Today we're looking at the real estate sector and the mortgage firms. My name is Amadi Chinelidan, and our in-house analyst for today, Mr. Bala Aogi. Welcome, Mr. Bala. How are you?
Welcome.
Okay, so please, what are the earnings updates of real estate and mortgage firms?
Basically, we're going to narrow it to the quoted real estate and mortgage firms. In the most recent annual report released by this company show the results were impressive. For instance, Infinity Mortgage Trust Bank grew gross earnings by 29%, while it recorded a profit growth of above 50%. ASO Savings, recorded 205% profit growth, and there was a remarkable improvement in its interest income, which also grew by 29%. However, Resource Savings and Loans was the only company that recorded loss in the third quarter, and that's due to its high cost-to-income ratio, and it means the bank's expenses erodes into its operating profits. But overall, the performance were quite impressive. And again, a lot of these firms are small caps. When I mean small caps, they have small market price, small capitalization. For instance, Infinity Mortgage Trust Bank's market price per share is N1.50, while ASO Savings is 50 kobo. But there are room for improvement, as we see. Analysts are saying there are likelihood that mergers and acquisition in this sector will drive growth.
Okay, so what are the challenges of these firms?
Yeah, the Nigerian economy is filled with challenges. Every firm has its own, every sector has its own peculiar challenges. But in the case of the real estate and mortgage industry, we find that one, you have declining disposable income, as a result of the fuel hike of 2012. So which left consumers with ability to spend. So a lot of people are thinking of what to eat, not to even talk of owning, a house. And again, the documentation, the documentation relating to land ownership and what have you. Like for instance now, if there's a land dispute, the number of years it takes a very long time to resolve such issues. So this one of the challenges, one or two challenges firms in the real estate and mortgage industry face.
Okay, so what are the contributions of this sector to the Nigerian economy?
Well, in the last rebased GDP, the real estate and mortgage industry performance was quite impressive. It contributed close to 8% to the Nigerian economy, and this is as a result of rising population, urbanization, rising middle class. A lot of people now crave for accommodation. So, in the next rebased GDP, we see the real estate and mortgage sector contributing more to the Nigerian economy.
Are there opportunities in the Nigerian economy for these firms?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there are opportunities in the Nigerian economy. Like aforementioned, the population growth. The large chunk of the Nigerian population are below the age of 30. So it means a lot of people are going to own homes, a lot of people are going to live in houses. And secondly, the mortgage and real sector is divided into commercial and residential. In the case of residential, you can see that shopping malls are springing up, office spaces. It means offices are springing up, office spaces are being created. So it means, it's going to be a growth driver for the mortgage and real estate firms. And again, in the residential and for the residential, the estate and housing again, like the demand for cement as a result of the growth in population again, is another area in which we feel the real estate and mortgage sector firms in this sector will really benefit from. Malls are growing, we have shopping malls springing up, we have office spaces, office buildings, we have buildings are springing up, population growth, what have you.
So how can the real estate sector be repositioned for better performance? How do you think it can be repositioned?
Already, the Nigerian government is formulating policies, to ensure that they reposition the real estate sector for better contribution to the Nigerian economy. For instance, now the Nigerian mortgage refinancing company, through the Federal Mortgage Housing Authority, copying the FEDIMA and FEDIMAC U.S. estate model, the provision of housing for people. So, with this policy being put in place, it means the sector will benefit from government policy, will be in a position for better performance.
Okay, so looking at the outlook and post-elections, will this sector pick up? Will activities in the sector, will it pick up?
Activities will definitely pick up, because election year is usually, the investors are very, investors kind of would hold on to their investment before elections, because no one knows the outcome of the elections. So a lot of money won't come into the economy. So we're going to hold on to investment. And after the elections, then we can see more investments in real estate. So real estate sector will spring, will rebound after the elections. In fact, price of properties will spike, will increase after the elections. So a lot of people are not selling because they don't know the outcome of the elections. But after the elections, people will start buying houses. Estate agents will start selling.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, Mr. Bala Alji. I'm still Amadi Chinelli. Thank you for watching.